morning guys, and welcome back to another episode of Look Past Limits, and welcome to day 8 of the van build. If you're new here, we being me and Vendy. Vendy's currently not here at the moment because she's feeling ill, unfortunately, but we are trying to convert this work van into a camper van in 30 days or less. So we've got a bit of a van build series going on just now. We're making a video of every day. And we're filming it as realistically as possible, so we're not filming in sections, we're just filming what we get done each day. So up until now we've managed to get the van lined, insulated, clad. You can see behind me here what's going on. If you've been following along in the previous videos, you'll already have some idea of how we're getting on here. We've already got solar on the roof and a roof vent in up here as well. So we're making some good progress, we think. Today was supposed to be framing the kitchen, but because Vendy's not well, we're going to leave that until there's a day where we can both do it. No point in me battling with it myself when I've got a helper normally. So if you watched yesterday's episode, you'll see how we finished up yesterday with the overhead lockers. Basically yesterday, this is where we got to. We framed the overhead lockers, we put the cladding on the underside, we put the sides on. The problem was with the doors, we thought we had cheated or helped ourselves by ordering Ikea doors, and we built the frame to suit the Ikea doors, but unfortunately the hinges that we ordered and the doors that we ordered aren't compatible. So these screws are supposed to go straight into here, but they just drop straight in. Basically these holes are too big. So I had a look at ordering new hinges from Ikea last night, but the new ones are expensive and they're also going to take a long time to come, and there's not an Ikea nearby, so we decided that we would try and solve it on our own. So what I've came up with is I've got this 2-part epoxy, and I've tried filling the holes on this one with a little bit of epoxy and then put the screws in that. The idea was I was going to fill the hole with the epoxy, let it harden, and then drill it out and use the screws that came with it, but in the end I decided just to sit it in like that, put the epoxy in here and sit this in the hope that it will harden round about the screws. So we'll see if that method works. You can see the epoxy there just now seeping out a little bit. It's just drying, but it shouldn't take too long to set this stuff. So we also got the window frame finished off yesterday as well, but that's as far as we are with the lockers just now, because that's as much as we can do until we see what's going to happen with these doors. And so because I'm not going to be doing the kitchen today, I thought that I would just start on some odd jobs, one of them being here. When we carpeted down here, you can see on this side better, when we carpeted down here we just carpeted straight over there, but there is 3 holes in here, and these 3 holes are for access to the rear lights, so we kind of need to keep those open if we need to be able to get our hand in here to change bulbs or whatnot. So the plan is to cut a piece of ply to go over here, and this is also going to double as somewhere to mount the sockets which these cables are going to connect to. We've got a USB-C power delivery socket and a 12 volt cigarette lighter style socket to go in here. So that's the first plan of the day. It's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see. So I guess now I'll probably play some nice cinematic footage of me making some cover for here.
We got time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you
And just like that we have some cover. So this is ready to go on here. Something like this. I think it looks pretty good. I love this end grain on the ply here. I think this looks really cool. So we'll probably do that. We've done it on the windowsill along there, and we'll probably do it on a few other spots round about the van. But yeah, this should work. And it's easy to just take out a couple of screws top and bottom and lift this off, and you can get access to the rear lights if you need to. So something that I just thought I would mention, especially because we're doing this on this 30-day build. If you've never built a van before, you might think that that's nothing special, or that 30 days is plenty of time to build a van. But I've just used up minutes of this video to show you me making this little silly plywood cover here. Look at how many tools were needed and the time that it took to make this. And all it is a cover with a little socket in it, which I still need to wire, which will still require a load more tools. The time that it takes to do everything is crazy. There's certain things on the van that you can do that take no time at all, and it feels like you've made a huge amount of progress. Like when you clad, well, it makes a massive difference. It took us maybe an hour to clad that wall, and you see a huge difference. The day that it comes to building the kitchen frame and the bed frame, to actually build the frame and see something happening, it doesn't take very long, but then all these little jobs add up, and it's crazy how long things take. So you look at the whole size of the van and everything that we've got to do, and it's took me nearly all morning to make this silly little thing just to cover here. And as I say, it also took all those tools just to do that. And we still need to connect to things, so we'll still need crimp connections and wire cutters and all sorts to put that on. So that's just to give you some motivation if you're thinking of building a van. So I still need to make another one of those covers for the other side, but I've just come back to check the hinges here, and the good news is the epoxy seems to have worked. It's dried, it's hardened, and it seems solid. So I now just need to do the same on the other 3 doors, and we should be able to get them up on the lockers. So it's finally time to get these locker doors on, guys. I've got a couple on here, and then I realised that I wasn't filming, so I've put either end on, and then I want to space the middle too, that there's an equal gap between them that you can just see through onto the pine wood. So that's the next step. It's a bit of a fiddly job, one man. And I've got to kind of hold the door up here and reach in and mark on here where the hinges have to go and then screw in, but I'm getting there. And the good thing about the Ikea hinges is there's a decent bit of adjustment in them. You know, they've got all of these different adjustment points, so if I get it slightly wrong, there's usually room to adjust it a little bit, which is good.
You'll be the last one I think about.
So if you're still here watching, guys, I appreciate that. Thanks very much. It's been a bit of a boring video today, I'm sure. It's certainly been a pretty tough day here. Some days just go really well, you feel like you get lots done, and other days you feel like you're getting nothing done. So that's the day gone by, and all I've actually managed to do was finally get those bloody doors on, get these on, and what you maybe didn't see me doing as well was giving those a paint. That's the panels for the bottom and the top of the sliding door. I've still not decided what I want to do with that door. We've still not decided what we want to do with these doors either, actually. We're probably going to end up leaving them till the end, but I like the idea of them being dark grey maybe, and we had some dark grey paint lying about, so it's actually from the house, so we just gave that a coat of paint today just to see how it would look. It might be good enough. If it's not, then it gives us an idea of whether it's going to look any good like that or not, or whether we need to cover it or do something completely different. So I'll sleep on that and see what I think. And apart from that, that's pretty much all I got done today. So yeah, slow day. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully tomorrow's more exciting. If Vendy's feeling better, then we might be on to framing the kitchen, or at least working out kitchen designs. So that should be a bit more exciting to watch. So thanks very much again for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, all those things if you can. Cheers guys, see you tomorrow.